ready to roll on the Rich Eisen Show.
We're back live in Miami, Florida. I was proud to call this man a colleague for 7 years on SportsCenter, and I've been thrilled to follow his show on Audience for the last 5.5. He is my good friend, good buddy, Dan Patrick. Good to see you, DP.
It's good. Good to be with you. I tried to match the Rich Eisen colors there with the logo.
Yeah, the RES Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, where I do the Caruso thing for our show open this year.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, you know, I really got into it, Dan.
But
really got into it.
Is David Caruso going to be here?
No, he is not. He is not. It's scheduled to appear. He's not, unless there's a surprise that I don't know of.
And he had that sunglasses thing where not many other actors have mastered the David Caruso.
Well, the thing that he would do, Dan, is he would deliver the line, putting the sunglasses on. That was the Caruso touch.
So the line and then
the glasses on, not like the glasses off and line.
Okay.
He would do line, glasses on, and that was the next level thing from Caruso.
And I've been in a lot of Sandler movies, and
yes.
I haven't learned acting like that.
No.
But there's still time.
What is your greatest acting
My
role, Dan?
greatest acting?
Yes, that you would say, you know what, I'm most proud that I stuck the landing on that one.
I
Dan.
Carrie Strugged it.
Yes, you did.
I'm going to say the Just Go With It, where I'm the nightclub owner,
Yeah.
and I've got Nicole Kidman over here, Jennifer Aniston over here.
Yeah.
They actually think I know what I'm doing, and I don't. And just to see their look of, not panic, but concern,
Yes.
that they realized that I had no idea what I was doing in the scene. Because Sandler wrote a script. Well, he wrote a scene,
Yes.
he just didn't put any dialogue in there for me.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to ad-lib this nightclub scene with Dave Matthews, Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston, and Nicole Kidman. Some heavy hitters.
Yes.
And I get up there and I go, hey, welcome to the Oceana nightclub, and I'm Dan Tanner, and welcome. And then there's nothing there. And so I stop. And Sandler is out there in the audience directing it. And he goes, Danny, what the, you're ad lib. And I look around and I'm in terror because I've got Nicole Kidman staring at me, because she's an actress. She's
Yes.
she's like
She's a
staring at me
thespian.
like, what is
Yeah.
wrong with you? And then Aniston looks at me sort of the same way. And I was humbled. I was embarrassed by that. And then I eventually just started throwing out lines. And then Sandler goes, that's better, Danny. Let's just make it better tomorrow. And I go, okay, Sandman. And
So you did not just go with it, is what you're
I
saying.
did. I did not.
If you had only gone with it,
You're right.
you know.
And Nicole Kidman had me figured out right from the start. And they have a green room.
By the way, it's a great that you could say something like that.
Yeah, it is.
And it's
I know.
legit. Like
Yeah. But I went to the green room, and I thought, okay, as long as I don't run into Nicole Kidman there, we're good.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I can talk with Jennifer Aniston a little bit. Nicole, I don't have. I had one item to talk to her about. My daughter says if you see her,
Yes.
her daughter's born on the same day as me. I go, great. I got that in my back pocket. I go in the green room. Nicole Kidman walks in. And then it was the point of no return where she just realized it was me in the green room.
Yeah.
She got ready to turn around and then thought that might be a little rude. So she sat down, didn't say a word. And I went, my daughter shares a birthday with your daughter. She goes, oh, that's nice.
where'd you go?
That was it. So I had one line that I could go with, and it didn't work. And then her handler, I don't know, I thought she might have had a secret button to go, get me out of here with this creepy sports guy. And their handler came in, and then she got up and left.
Well, there's always tomorrow, Dan. There's always the next one.
Yeah, but
You
then
never
her
know.
husband, Keith Urban, shows up and could not talk to me enough about the Titans.
Sure.
And so she's looking at him talking to me,
Right.
figuring, like, who is this guy?
See, now, if the Titans had only won the AFC Championship game, Dan, then perhaps the Kidman-Urban posse could have made
No,
it here,
no.
and we could have had a mulligan
No,
here.
we don't want to have a reunion.
If we could have only
No,
done that.
with Keith Urban, Nicole, no. I mean, great actress, but man, I had no game to even have a normal conversation.
Dan Patrick here on the Rich Eisen Show. You just finished your 3-hour show on the other side of the space here that we're sharing for the week. How much Super Bowl did you talk? Because we're embarking on this 3-hour show that that just has so much weighing over it because of what happened yesterday with Kobe, his daughter, and 7 other souls. DP, what was that?
Talk
about that?
I just tried to let it unfold naturally. And the guests that we had on, we talked some football with Michael Irvin, Peter King, but then I had Reggie Miller and Jerry West on, and they were going to talk about Kobe. And I think you have to put at least a period at the end of this for just the coverage, the wall-to-wall coverage today,
right.
Out of respect, because we weren't on yesterday. If there's more reaction tomorrow, Lakers, Clippers tomorrow night, but I think the audience knows that you paid tribute the best way you knew how to today, and whatever guest you have, everybody's going to have a reaction to this because everybody was affected in some way. And that's sort of the way I just if it was cathartic for somebody to talk, I let them talk.
Sure.
And if they, didn't have a whole lot to add, then we just moved on.
When was the first time you met Kobe?
He was probably 21 or 22. And I always admired his bravado. Like, he had no business having the bravado he had.
Right.
But he did at 23, and he was cocky. And I just remember he's never going to be able to live up to that bravado. I mean, he came out and he was there, right there in front of you, and had so much confidence. And having covered Michael Jordan through all those championship years, you sort of juxtapose those where Michael had the confidence, but he had won things.
Right.
Kobe was just really in the embryonic stages of his career, but he had as much confidence as Michael did after Michael won all those titles, which is amazing.
Well, and I do remember at the time that everyone's like, boy, he's calling his shot with Jordan. I mean, anybody who's ever done that does not really have much to go for themselves by the end of the basketball day.
But he welcomed the comparison. He took the baton.
Right.
I don't know if they gave it to him. He took the baton to say, I can be better than Jordan. A lot of guys back then shied away from any comparison. I remember Tracy McGrady and Grant Hill in particular. They're like, whoa, wait a minute here.
Yeah.
Kobe was like, hey, I'm over here, I'll take it. And they're like, no, you're too young to. Kobe had no qualms about it. And there are certain athletes you're around. Tiger's always been that way. And you saw that where Tiger, I think, thought he could be better than Jack Nicklaus. Kobe thought he could be better than Michael. I don't know if Tom Brady said, I can be better than Joe, or at what point did he say, I'm better than Joe Montana?
Right.
I don't even know if he would say that privately, but how many athletes and how many sports say, I can be the best in my respective sport? And Kobe certainly did that, just like Tiger. And you saw Tiger had a relationship with Kobe and was pretty broken up by that. And the things that stood out to Tiger, Kobe blowing out his Achilles and still going to the line to shoot free throws.
Right.
So here's Tiger winning a U.S. Open on a broken leg. Those are the kind of things that I think resonated with him.
Well, I mean, Kobe went to the line because if he didn't, he would have been ruled ineligible to return to the game.
Yeah.
Just in case that Achilles that just popped, he knew it just popped, is something that he could come back from.
Yeah, he got a new one at halftime.
Which is why, what happened yesterday is so particularly stunning amongst many other reasons. Dan Patrick here on the Rich Eisen Show. I first met Kobe on a Sports Center commercial shoot. He came up to Bristol, and it was Stewart and I in the corner of a break room, and Kobe went up to the machine to remove some, to buy some chips. And all Stewart and I were talking about is how he moved like Jordan and ate the chips like Jordan. And Kobe was into that. And Stewart and he had some interesting moments together because they were kind of one and the same in the fact that, as you just read in the Ringer piece that was the oral history about Stewart, he thought he was the best at what we were doing, and he was going to be the greatest of all time.
There's no doubt.
And Kobe was the same exact way, and the two of them just hit it off just like that. And I thought of Stewart yesterday, too, for so many reasons. And it was just, Kobe is just, it's similar. They have a similar personality.
Wasn't there the SportsCenter commercial with Keyshawn Johnson and Kobe and,
and
Stewart and Kenny Mayne were teaching them trash talking?
Yes, right. Yeah. I mean, and that is kind of right. And the fact that Kobe had now evolved into a coach in real life for his daughters.
Yeah.
The whole thing, I can't even comprehend it. It's so difficult to compute.
Well, he had a
Dan.
second career, and a lot of these athletes don't, or they're not sure what that second career is.
Right.
Because you'll never match what this was in your 20s and 30s, the highs that you have. And here's Kobe, who matched it and then some, because his daughter kind of reintroduced him to basketball, and he was falling in love with basketball again. He won an Academy Award. He won an Emmy. And you could see where there's a business side of him that was going to be as determined to be great at that as he was at basketball. And, you know, I just think that he found something with his daughters, and the fact that she wanted to go back and watch games and have him teach her, you know, special moment. It's just, and having, you know, 4 kids and 3 daughters, and you just see, you know, birth and death of a 13-year-old. And I know we lost other people on that helicopter crash, but, you know, when you see when your child with those numbers, you know, no parent should ever see those numbers.
Before I let you go, Dan, what do you think Super Bowl 54 looks like? What do you got?
I picked the Chiefs at the beginning of the year. I'll stay with the Chiefs. I thought they were going to play the Eagles, full disclosure. But I think that the Niners have a lot more positives than Kansas City has. Mm-hmm. But I think it comes down to Kansas City has Patrick Mahomes. And that's the reason why they're favored. Because tight ends are a push. Offensive line is maybe a push, or it's certainly the Niners. Their running a game is the Niners. Defense is all San Francisco. You got Tyreek Hill is a big advantage, and Andy Reid and Kyle Shanahan might be a push with calling plays. So it comes down to Patrick Mahomes. And can Patrick Mahomes win a game? Yes. Can Jimmy G win a game if he has to? I don't know yet.
So if you chose the Chiefs all year, why does Eric Stonestreet think that you owe him dinner because you took the Chargers over the Chiefs? You know, he thinks
that was a year ago. Not this year.
You know he thinks this,
yeah.
right?
Okay. Oh, I know. He's coming in.
I know. He's here
Friday
Yeah,
just to be on my show and yell at me.
I know that.
And then as soon as he yells at me, I'm going to go, Eric, I picked the Chiefs this year.
Right.
We're on the same team.
Well, it's not just him, because I called him the night of the AFC Championship game to congratulate him as a fan for his team to come to the Super Bowl, and he FaceTimed. And not only was he there, but members of the Chiefs' offensive line was there. And one of them said to me, "You owe me dinner." And Stonestreet goes, "No, that's Dan Patrick. This is Rich Eisen." So it's not just Eric, Dan. It is apparently those who protect Mahomes that's coming after you.
Eric?
Here. I'm giving you this heads up for Friday.
Okay,
what you're getting into
I said the
here.
Chargers last year were a better team than the Chiefs and would go further. That's it. This year, I picked the Chiefs to win it all. These actors, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Unless it's on a script, he has no idea.
All right. Well, that'll be on Friday's show, Dan Patrick's show.
Maybe we'll mud wrestle. I don't know.
That would be great. Well, again, we're just right across the set here. I can't wait to see that on Friday.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, Dan. You're the
Thank
best.
you, guys.
Okay, this show it wouldn't be here on Audience if it wasn't for this man and the Dan Patrick Show every single day at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, along with the Danettes. That's Dan Patrick right here.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.